Yo, what's up everybody? It's Alendrium here. And today I wanted to do a little showcase of my Hota Barb that I just recently hit level 100 on. This is easily the most powerful build I've ever made. It's absolutely insane. I haven't attempted to do like tier 100 nightmare dungeons, anything like that, but I'm pretty positive that I could do it. I might even attempt to do Uber Lilith on this guy because it's pretty crazy, although I probably have a long way to go and I'd probably have to change up my Paragon board a lot for that because I don't think I'm tanky enough. But anyway. So let's just go over the gear really quick. On my helm, I've got some armor, resistances, a lot of life. The aspect I've got is when you get Fury past your maximum, you gain Fortify, which I'm basically always at maximum Fury, so I'm pretty much fortified all the time. My armor, I got total armor, which is really nice. Some resistances again, and then just damage reduction. I've got the disobedience thing. I've got a perfect roll, which I've gotten so many perfect rolls of this. I don't know if they made it more common or whatever. I used to have this on my amulet for even more, but got a different amulet, so we'll get to that. These gloves, some dex, it gives crit chance, but maybe strength would be better. I don't know. But anyway, then I've got crit chance to overpower, and then the perfect roll on the Hota, and for the plus to the Hota ranks or whatever. And then I have only found one aspect of Hammer of the Ancients that was perfect 15, and I ended up not using it because it was on my ring that I used, so that was kind of sad. Then for the, I've got the Tybalt's Will. This is crazy. I've gotten two of them. I have a Pulverized Druid and now this guy at level 100, and so the course of that I've gotten two of them, so... but this is absolutely ridiculous. Doing the 36% increased damage while unstoppable. It's nuts. That multiplier is insane. And you can more or less permanently be unstoppable with this build. So, and then also gaining 50 Fury when you go unstoppable is crazy. Like, it's just a huge amount. So, I debated for a long time. In the beginning, I was running, whoops, wrong way. I was running Iron Skin because with the upgrade or whatever, the aspect, it gives you unstoppable. And so that's just yet another way of being able to, you know, gain that 50 Fury, then also having unstoppable is really nice. I use that a lot for the beginning, just because then you have 3 forms of unstoppable with your Wrath the Berserker, the Iron Skin, and then the Rallying Cry. So you could still do that right now, I guess, and get rid of the Shout, but I don't think it's like too terrible or whatever. So you could do that. Then for the boots, I got some more dex, movement speed. I got some resistances and some fury reduction, so looking pretty good there. My weapon, just a bunch of all stats and strength, and some crit and crazy overpower. I've got like 400% overpower just from this thing, or like 300 if I could count. And then the aspect I have on this, the skills, this aspect over with the primary resource is like really crazy. So the Hota aspect, I wouldn't put on any of your two-handed weapons. I would keep that on the gloves, and like specifically the gloves, or I guess you could do it on like one of the weapons or whatever. But don't put it on the two-handed. I mean, you can. It's not like it's gonna be like terrible or whatever, but I think like if you really want to cap it, then you shouldn't. So having this, pretty nuts. Like I said, you're basically always at primary resource after, you know, you get your Fury stuff figured out, so it's pretty crazy to have this. Then for like the all stats and strength, I don't actually know if that's even that good. Like maybe I should have something else like vulnerable or crit damage or something, I don't know. But this was, you know, I've got a 925 item power. Like this is the best mace I've found the whole game. Nothing else has been even close to it. Here, all stats, crit, overpower, core. Aspect is kind of whatever. Then this other one, same thing, strength, overpower. I actually just got this like literally 5 minutes before recording this, so pretty crazy. Or sorry, no, I just got this one. I had that one for a while, but I just got this one. So that's pretty nice. Then got this two-handed sword here, another absolutely crazy find, 925. I've never found anything even close to this. And pretty similar to my weapon, it just has all stats and strength. I think I rolled the overpower, which was super lucky, and then the injured is not bad or anything. Like crit damage or something would probably be better, maybe vulnerable. I don't know, I'm not like the perfect math wizard when it comes to damage and everything like that, but this aspect, you know, every time you go max fury, it goes up to 60%. It's crazy. Like this aspect is absolutely ridiculous. It's insane. So this helps you do so much more damage. It's nuts. Like these two combined, it's just it's absolutely crazy. And for the amulet, I just got this very recently, probably like an hour or two ago. This thing is absolutely insane. After you spend 300 of your primary resource, your next core skill is guaranteed to overpower. So that makes it to where after it's impossible for like your resource generator to take the overpower, which is nice. I didn't get the best roll, like it's 88% instead of 120, but even then, like this is just insane. The core skills, the generation, the overpower. I mean, it's just, you know, didn't get the perfect rolls on some of these, but this thing is just ridiculous. I was doing like on bosses and stuff, I was doing probably around 33 million. And then when I equipped this, I've done 79 million. So it's like all the bosses and stuff, I instantly one-shot them when I overpower. So in this ring here, crit chance, overpower, max fury. Max fury is really good because I have 208 fury because of this up here, where Hammer Ancients deals 1% additional damage for each point of fury that you have. So my Hota is doing 208%, so that's really, really nice. Resource generation is great. And then that shout skills generate 3. I think I have a perfect one. Don't exactly remember, but anyway. Obviously, if you can get perfect ones, it's nice, but this ring, crit, overpower, Vol, and Fury. Again, this is like, both these rings are pretty ridiculous. And then same thing with the shout cooldown. I've found a perfect one of both of these, but I kind of got unlucky where it was like I had a set of rings or whatever, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm probably not going to find better ones than this, and then I did, and so anyway. So yeah, that's most of it for the gear. You want to prioritize CDR. That's the biggest thing. Oh, I should let me go to my stash and show you the amulet I had before. So look at this thing. The damage reduction is nice, but the 16% fury cost reduction, the CDR, and then it's the 3 ranks to brute force passive. Dude, this amulet is absolutely insane. That 3 ranks of the brute force passive. That's down here. It's with your overpower. So that takes it from 45 to 90. So, I mean, this amulet is just better, but man, that amulet was super nice too. So anyway, stats you want to prioritize, you know, resist, life on your defensive stuff, damage reduction is always good, total armor, the percentage is always really good because it also works with your disobedience or whatever. So, you know, that's great. Gloves, crit chance, overpower, you know, plus the skills. This is ideally what you want, you know, the Tybalt's Will, but if you don't get Tybalt's Will, then, you know, you want damage reduction rolls and resistances, boots, move speed, some resistance, some fury, cost reduction if you can, weapons, overpower, crit, vulnerable, strength, pretty much across the board. I don't have that much vulnerable, but overpower is really the biggest one. It's just like overpower is just completely ridiculous. So, like my stats here, I have capped resist. I do have a fire resist and a shadow resist jewel right in here. For a long time I just had the diamond ones, but anyway, I'm fully capped resist. I have 41% crit chance. That's just base, but with the weapon technique, when you get it maxed out, the bonus is you do 10% increased critical chance against vulnerable. So as soon as you make anyone vulnerable, that goes up 10%. So that goes to 51.2. And then for my Paragon, I'm running, where is it? Here you go, yeah. Mortal Draw. So every time you swap weapons, you have an 18% crit chance. So you just add another 18% to that. And then with the Vampiric Powers, when you take the, where is it? The Fortify one, when you kill stuff, it fortifies you. When you have more than half Fortify, you get another 8% crit chance. So I have 41 base, that goes up 10 to 51. Then that goes up 18 to 69 if I swap weapons, and then that goes up 8 to 77 when I have more than half my life fortified. So yeah, I have 77% crit. I'm essentially always critting. And then with this amulet, it makes it to where your crits that overpower do 88. So that's every single overpower. Like, it doesn't have to be, you know, a specific one or whatever. That's just every single one. And then, oh, I actually don't have it. Oh yeah, here you go. Sorry, I completely forgot to mention this. This aspect right here, that when you swap weapons 8 times, your next skill will overpower. So this is kind of a meme, I'll be honest, because a lot of the time this can get taken up by your lunging strike or whatever you use as your fury generator. So you can, like, you have to keep track of it if you know you're going to use it. But like, if you go up into a boss fight and set it up correctly, I mean, this is also like that when I did like 70 something million or whatever, like, it's setting it up with this that doesn't. So like, if you want to put this on like your amulet or like your two-hander, and you can go up to plus 100% if you get a perfect one, which I do have, but I don't really want to mess with that unless I found another one of perfect of these, which I don't have. Well, this one's not perfect, but you know what I mean. It's close enough. So yeah, I don't even have this upgraded all the way because I don't have any Forgotten Souls. I don't have enough. But yeah, this thing's pretty crazy. If you keep track of it, you know, then when you're like one-shotting bosses, everything like that, you know, the damage that you do is just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's completely insane. But even if you're just not paying attention, you're just like going along, left click, right click, which is what you're going to be doing the entire time. Like, sometimes it'll be taken up with your left click, but even then, if you crit, like, you can like one-shot elites just with lunging strike. And then if it does get taken up by, you know, your Hota, you're going to see massive ass numbers. You're going to be like, oh, what the hell? And it's because you procced this. So if you do it right and you save this up, and then also, you know, if you crit and then this goes off, that's when you get the 70 million. I could probably do upwards of 90 million, maybe even 100 million if I have the right setup or whatever. So yeah, I mean, it's just, this build is absolutely ridiculous. Like, I don't even really know what to say. It feels like the game is just like solved, I guess. I have 2917 overpower. That's really the biggest thing. You just keep adding overpower over and over and over again. And yeah, you basically just do infinite damage. It never seems to have a diminishing return or whatever. So let's look at the, I'll show you my skill tree here. Lunging strike. I've got the combat lunging strike because when you crit, you get berserking and you're always swapping weapons. And like I said, you have like 70 something or whatever I said crit chance. So you're almost always critting. So you always have berserking, more or less. Maxed out Hota. I've got plus 6 from everything. And then this is the big one, the Fury Hammer of the Ancients. That's pretty insane. Definitely want to get that. And then, like I said, it makes it, you know, you want to get as much Fury as you can. I mean, having 208 is nuts. It's ridiculous. I'm going down here. Got 3 in Imposing Presence, 3 in Martial Vigor, Rallying Cry, having the Fury is crazy, going unstoppable, pretty standard stuff. Challenging Shout, this gives you the 20% max life, which, you know, is pretty big, and then also that your maximum life applies to that vampiric power, so that does more too. So it's like, you don't have to do that, I guess, but it's kind of nice. War Cry, when there's 60 to an additional 10%. If you're doing something really hard, you could do this and take the Fortify. Like, if it's only like one enemy or a boss or something, you could do that. Maxed out Booming Voice, I've got 1 in Raid Leader and 1 in Guttural Yell, just cause, honestly. Swiftness, max that out, get that move speed. Maxed out Pit Fighter, you want 1 point in Thick Skin, 3 in the others. You can put points into Slang Strike if you want, but it's not like the biggest deal in the world. 3 Brute Force, 3 Wallop, for sure. Like I said, if you can find an amulet that gives you points to Brute Force like I did, it's absolutely insane. It's a huge power spike. And then down here, I probably, like, I'm going to take all this because the Fury, like, it just gives me more damage, right? But like this stuff for the swapping weapons, I probably don't even really need this anymore, but I just keep it around anyway, I guess. I could probably get rid of that. I could get rid of these 3, to be honest. I probably don't need this either, where I heal when I use 100 Fury, but I just have it anyway. And then the, you know, Wrath of Berserker is probably just the best thing that you want to take because of the damage multipliers. But before I was like level 60 or 70 and I had enough Paragon to fix my Fury, I would take all the Ancients just because the, you know, getting the Fury is really nice. And then Unbridled Rage is just, you know, definitely the best that you want to take. and going to the Paragon. I guess I will preface this, I'm no math wizard, like I'm sure this isn't perfect or optimized, so you know, this is just what I ended up doing. Just kind of start here. First thing I got is exploit, and then a lot of these too, you'll see like I get enough points to get the additional bonus, and I don't really do a whole lot else after that, just because getting stuff that helps your overpower is just such a more like the damage bonus is way higher. So like the magic nodes, the rare nodes, whatever, like they don't contribute as much. But the next board is Warbringer. We could do this for all the Fury stuff. Some physical damage, some res. This one I've got Mortal Draw. Like I said, this is when you swap weapons. And I think all my stuff is maxed except for Mortal Draw. And yeah, so I don't have all my glyphs maxed out yet. But anyway, so this is really nice. Having that additional crit chance is just really, really good. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. Or Fury, damage while fortified stuff. That's something if I redid, I might have to maybe get a little bit tankier with like Undaunted or something. But anyway, next board is Bonebreaker. This is huge because it's the every 12 seconds your next skill is guaranteed to overpower. So this is pretty important. It's definitely like one of the first ones that you want to get. It's pretty insane. Yeah, you got your overpower damage, stuff like this. Definitely want to make sure to be taking that. I came over here really quick just to get Weapons Master. When you swap weapons, you get 4% of your max Fury. So that's pretty crazy. So, you know, with as much Fury as I have in the pool, getting 4% every time I swap, it's pretty nuts. Then with all the Fury generators, everything like that too, it's pretty crazy. I'll show you how much I get here in a second. This node I've got Marshall. I put it here just because it boosts up the overpower damage stuff, so I'm getting another 84%. Don't really know how how big that really is, but I don't know. It said overpower, so I put it there. Yeah. Next board over here is Decimator. I actually don't even know how crazy this is, but I don't know. I took it because overpower. Like I said, I'm no math wizard, but it seemed pretty good to me. Then here I've got Dominate, and this is the one where I took basically as much, yeah, I took every piece of willpower that I could in here because, you know, that overpower damage is just absolutely ridiculous. So, and it also makes it to where every 30 seconds your next attack will overpower, so that's nice. You get another guaranteed form of it. And this next one I took is Crusher. I mostly took it because that 30x multiplier for the overpower damage. The damage with maces is like nice and cool and everything, but it's mostly for that overpower because like I said, just everything overpower is just, that's what you want. Overpower is just super crazy. So yeah, that was the Paragon board I ended up going with. And so this build is absolutely insane. So you get an overpower every 12 seconds from that legendary node. Then you get one every 20 seconds from this vampiric power, which I should go over these. You get one every 20 seconds from this. Then you get one every 30 seconds from that node I just mentioned that I forget the name of. Then you get one every time you spend 300 of your primary resource. And you get one every time you swap weapons 8 times. So you're basically always overpowering. Like it's it's so ridiculous. And then when you're constantly swapping weapons, like I said, with the Mortal Draw, you know, you're basically always critting. Like I said, that's increased by like 36 or something, 10, 20, yeah, 36%. So I'm at almost 80% crit. Then once you get this, of course, when your overpowers crit, they do more. I mean, it's absolutely insane. You're overpowering all the time. For the vampire powers, you can take the overpower one. Obviously, it's pretty self-explanatory. This is the Hemomancy one I said, that when you boost your maximum health, it helps you a lot. This kills all the trash mobs. It helps a lot early when you're leveling to kill a bunch of stuff, or like all the mobs that like to run away from you. And early in the beginning, it can be pretty painful. This helps apply vulnerable or whatever, but you have to get this one from the board here. And you have to kill a decent amount of stuff to get it, like I'll show you. You have to come all the way down to here, which is kind of annoying, like that actually takes a decent amount of time. I haven't even finished this. But anyway, once you do get it, it's nice. The stuff that you store up when you use a defensive skill, which for me is these 2 shouts, it does a lot of damage. Then when you kill stuff you fortify, this is super important, just to always stay fortified, and that crit chance is crazy. And this multiplicative vulnerable damage is just really good. So these are the blood I ended up going with. You can probably change around a little bit if you want, but this is just kind of what I ended up going with. And yeah, that's about it. I guess I'll just walk out here really quick. Oh, I was going to show you when I swap weapons. Also, if you hold shift, you can attack in place. I did not know that for the longest time. So if I left click, I got like 16 fury there, I want to say. So yeah, anyway. Point is, when I swap weapons, I got a lot of fury. So let me just walk around here and I'll try to build up my stuff. So I'll try to overpower something when I have all the bonuses lined up. Oh. See how much fury I'm getting? I'm trying to set this up properly. I'm doing it wrong. I need to have my hammer be the first swing. Anyway. I'll just walk along here. You can just kind of see some of the numbers that I'm going to end up hitting here. I think I saw 14 mil there for a second. I was 29. Okay, here we go. Someone will let me kill something. My next hit will be the my next Hota. So let me do this. Okay. I was like 56. I think one of them was 71. So anyway, you get the point. The numbers are absolutely insane. Like 40 like this is just casual. This just happens. You don't even have to really do anything fancy or simple. You saw there my basic hit took one of the overpowers. But anyway, I think you get the point. This build is absolutely insane. I've been able to do everything extremely easily. Leveling, I ended up using going to dopamine tunnels, and I used upheaval till like level 30, but honestly I don't think that was necessary. You could just stick with Hota the entire time. So yeah, anyway, if you want to play Hota, there's never really been a better time. So see ya.